Brian Gass here at PTPGun.com, and today I'm going to show you how to field strip your Glock 17. Now, before we take apart any firearm, we want to double check, make sure that the firearm is unloaded. So, we got no magazine inserted, we have no round in the chamber, firearm is clear, we're good to proceed. Now, the Glocks, we're going to go ahead and pull that slide back, let go. All right, we're going to pull the trigger in a safe direction. All right. Now, from here, there's two different ways to do this. I'll show you both. First is we're going to put the muzzle of the gun into the table and press down. And what we want to see is that slide come back, as we see right there. Now, let that slide stay back like that. Don't relieve the pressure. Keep the pressure on, because we need to have that down to do the next step. Now, while you have that slide back, we're going to take this piece right here. As I'm holding the gun regularly, the piece is up. All right, and it's in the up position on both sides. It's actually one piece that extends out both sides of the Glock. We need to take that piece and we need to lower it down into that void on both sides at the same time, and at the same time that we have the slide to the rear. So, slide to the rear, we're going to pull that tab down towards the bottom of the gun, hold that there, lift up on the frame, slide will come off. Now, one other way to do that, let me just go ahead and show you that, is this. All right, we're going to again pull the firearm, point the firearm in a safe direction, pull that trigger. All right, now, different way to skin that same cat, right, is just pulling that slide back a little bit like this. So thumb around the tang of the grip, fingers around the top of the slide, pull back a little bit, all right, and again from there, pull that piece down. Pull it down from both sides, release the slide, and the slide comes off. Now, with the frame, we're done with the frame for it comes with field stripping. We got our slide assembly upside down, spring and spring guide. Take that, compress it just a little bit, pull it up and out, set it to the side. Now we have our barrel, pull that out, set it to the side. Now we have our slide, set it to the side. Now when it comes to field stripping, you can now do any type of cleaning and or maintenance that you might need to do to the firearm. Now let's go ahead and move into reassembly. We're going to take our slide upside down, barrel upside down, drop the barrel in, muzzle first, set it into its place. And when it sets into its place, you'll notice that it sticks out about 1 millimeter or 2. That's perfectly normal. Now we're going to take our spring and spring guide. This is a Gen 3. So the Gen 3s, 2s, and 1s, they all have a spring guide that matches this. You have a skinnier, smaller end. You have a flat, wider end. The flat, wider end is towards the rear end of the gun. The smaller, more pointed end goes towards the muzzle end of the gun. And that's going to insert into the muzzle end of the gun first. We're going to compress that spring just a little bit. All right, now that is set in place, now we're going to go ahead and match that up with the frame. All right, the rail on top of the frame starts about 1/3 of the way back from the muzzle end. All right, so we're going to insert that frame into the back of the slide. Keeping it matched up, we're going to pull back all the way and let go. Now we have field stripped and reassembled our Glock 17, but let's do a function check to make sure it's working the way it needs to be. So we're going to go ahead, keep the firearm pointed in a safe direction. We're going to go ahead and pull that trigger and let go. We're going to pull back and let go, pull the trigger and let go. Pull that slide back to the rear. Now this time we're going to pull that trigger to the rear. We're going to hold it to the rear. While holding it to the rear, we're going to pull that slide back, let go. We're going to go ahead and slowly release the trigger until we hear and feel that click. Once we hear and feel that click, we're going to pull that trigger again to the rear. All right, again, we're going to pull that slide back, let go, release the trigger until we hear and feel that click, and let go of the trigger all the way. Now with that, we have now field stripped, reassembled, and functions checked our Glock 17. For more videos on how to field strip and clean your firearm, go to our YouTube channel, PTPGun.com, Firearms Training, and hit that subscribe button as we have new Field Stripping Friday videos coming, you guessed it, every Friday. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and go to our website, PTPGun.com, and get yourself some of this great swag. I have shirts, hoodies, we have hats, decals, and much more to come. Thank you all again, stay safe, and as always, train, defend, prevail.